What happens now?
Well, white moves first, and then we play.
Hello everybody, this is your host Casually Chess, and today we're going to look at a very magical chess position shown in the movie Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. This movie was the first movie I've ever watched, so it has a very special place in my heart. Although I already knew chess when this movie got released, it took my chess studies to the next level. And this week marks the 19th anniversary release of this movie, so it is nice to revisit this chess scene once again. Okay, so in this position, Harry, Ron, and Hermione were confronted with beating the White King to proceed to the next stage. And the movie, first of all, didn't start with this position. It started with the regular position, and Ron and the white pieces, they only played two moves before it got to this position. So here, Harry is the bishop on a3 here, and Ron is the knight on g5, and Hermione is the rook on f8. So here, the movie clip starts with queen captures on d3, and here, rook c3. This rook c3 was actually clipped off from the movie because the movie goes queen captures c3 right away. So we see the queen capturing two pieces at once in the movie. And here, the queen in the movie clip turns its head and looks at this direction. So this to the black king maybe. But it is funny that the queen is looking at Ron's knight on g5 here because the queen can only go horizontally or vertically or diagonally. And as you can see here, the queen is on c3, but the knight is on g5, and the queen cannot directly capture the knight. So this probably is a hint from the magical white chess pieces to help Harry, Ron, and Hermione to win this game. But I think both Harry and Hermione didn't really think of this looking at the knight very much, but Ron immediately saw the checkmating sequence. So Ron did not say the first word though. The first words were said by Harry, who said, "Wait a minute." So I think he clearly saw a checkmate here, and Ron later said, "Don't move. I have to move because I have to sacrifice myself for you, Harry, to go ahead, Harry and Hermione, instead of me, because you're the main character, right? and I'm a side character in this movie." And Hermione here showed the lack of chess knowledge by saying, "Wait a minute, there must be another way." So from this exchange of dialogues, let's look at what each character saw in this position. So I think Harry saw his own checkmate by playing bishop c5. So just a reminder, Harry is this dark square bishop. And with bishop c5, so the king is checked. So the king can't go g2 because the bishop covers the square. King can't go h1 because this bishop covers h1. And the king can't go to f1 because the rook covers the f1. So here, white's only move is to move the queen to e3 to block the bishop or to capture the bishop with the queen. So obviously, the white chess pieces is not going to go for queen e3 because after queen e3, Harry can just capture, and that would mean game over, right? For the white pieces. So white must go queen c5 here. But then after queen c5, that means Harry is eliminated from this game, and it's only up to Hermione and Ron to save the position. And here, Ron has this very nice move of knight h3, which attacks the king with the knight. Now, the knight is not threatened by any white pieces, and this tactic is known as removing the defender. So in this position, here, the queen is guarding h3, but then because the bishop removed the queen from this guard post, black is free to checkmate the king. So this is what Harry saw in this position. Now, Ron stopped Harry before Harry could make a move. So that means Ron saw this position. And why did Ron say it has to be you that go ahead, not me? Because Ron knows that Harry is thinking of sacrificing himself, but Ron knows that he has to sacrifice himself to save the rest of the game. So this is what Ron played here. So Ron played knight h3 first. So knight h3 with check. Now the white king can move to g2 because the bishop covers it. Can move to h1, bishop covers it. Can move to f1 because the rook covers it. Same dilemma as the previous position. So here, white's only move is to capture with the queen. And this is what happened in the movie as well. And here, Hermione showed her complete lack of chess knowledge by trying to move as the rook. So Hermione is the rook here, and Hermione was attempting to go, I don't know, like rook somewhere. But that is a complete lack of chess knowledge because Harry and Ron, even though they did not explicitly state this in the movie, they saw the checkmate together. And I think that is pretty sweet because Harry played the move bishop c5, and then there was a cut forward in the movie because Harry said checkmate here, but then the following scene shows the queen's blade falling to the floor, which means that Harry actually claimed checkmate in this position, but then the queen's blade falling to the floor was actually supposed to be shown before Harry captured the piece, not after. So with this, Harry captures the queen with the bishop. Now the bishop is not being threatened by any of white's pieces, and it is checkmate for the white king. So that concludes this awesome position, and I think the movie fails to cover this really nice backstory that I think really helped boost the dynamic of Ron and Harry because they're intellectually matched. And it also, I think, boosts Ron's confidence because Ron was able to see two checkmating lines in this very life and death threatening situation. So this means that Ron is clearly at Grandmaster level here because this is 4 moves and the knight h3 checkmate line is 3 moves. And so this is pretty masterful calculations by Ron. And it's unfortunate that they didn't really carry this intellectual mindset into their studies. But so they're always falling behind Hermione, unfortunately, Ron and Harry. So that concludes this awesome video. And if you liked, please like this video and subscribe and share with your friends. And I will try to post similar videos for my next upcoming videos. Thank you very much and see you next time.